Today on Night TV, see the lifelong impact breast cancer has had on an IHS student.
And how to prevent yourself from being the next victim of a cyber hacker.
Stay tuned for the best treats and state fair foods now on Night TV.
Ever to conquer, never to yield. For Independence High School, this is Night TV.
Good afternoon, Knights. It's Friday, October 15th. I'm Layla AJ.
And I'm Sam Rainey.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's during this month that survivors are celebrated and loved ones are honored and remembered. Bryce Longfellow joined the football team on the field at the Star to see the stadium fill with pink.
This month is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The school celebrates this month every year by having a pep rally and a football game to honor those who have been affected. The Montero family's lives were changed when they received the heartbreaking news of a family member's diagnosis.
Well, my grandmother had breast cancer for about a year, and she's part of my family, and it affects me too.
Adrian Montero now tell us what this game means to him.
It means a lot because obviously it involves breast cancer, and it's cool to see a team or an organization showing up and doing some kind of involvement with breast cancer.
This game is special, not just to the players, but to the fans too. Wearing pink may be a symbol, but there's more than meets the eye to wearing the color.
There's a reason why you're dressing up like that. There's a reason why you're going out. It's another force, another motive to make you want to go out and play in a football game because of that reason.
Although the Knights lost, there was plenty more to celebrate. Since it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, show out and wear pink all you can to celebrate this very important month. For Night TV News, I'm Bryce Longfellow.
A big thank you to the student body for helping raise over $1,000 for breast cancer awareness.
Continue showing your support for those who have been affected, not just throughout the rest of October, but all year long. It's easy to forget about the dangers that lie behind our screens, which is why I searched deeper into what's been going on in the online world as Cybersecurity Month continues. All across the nation, school districts and companies are dealing with data breaches and hacks that are now just beginning to surface. At the beginning of the month, a neighboring district, Allen ISD, dealt with hackers who had broken into their district's computer system, sending emails to parents, employees, and even students, threatening to release personal information on the internet after the district refused to pay a ransom. I spoke with Miss Essie on what's been going on in FISD.
We have a lot of people that are trying to spoof emails, especially of our principals and people whose email addresses are a little more prominent on our Frisco ISD page. And so what they do is they create an email account that'll say, for example, you're at Independence. So they would say, hey, I'm Mr. Walliger. But if you look at the email address, it's not his. It's just some random email address. But when they make the account, they put his name on it.
At Independence and schools all over the country, an ongoing issue has been student accounts being hacked. But this is an issue that can be easily prevented.
For any Frisco ISD student, you have that default password, that's your birth date, and gosh, it doesn't take a great amount of skill to hack into that account, that's only secured with the birth date. After all, somebody figures out that one password or someone hacks into that one account, now all of a sudden they have access to all of your accounts if all of your passwords are the same.
On the internet, once something is out, it's out.
Remember that everything that we put on the internet, even if we feel like it's being put on a private platform, it's still there, and it's going to be there, and someone has access to it somewhere. And so, as we've seen in the news, those things that are quote unquote private don't often stay private forever.
Another thing we see constantly are the spam and scam messages that fill up our DMs, emails, and messages.
They're trying to capture some data about you when you're clicking on those links. And whatever data you happen to accidentally give them, like if they send you something and you click on it, you're verifying that you are a person. And they're like, aha, that is a real email address. And now I can, try to send them stuff or try to get into their account.
The cyber world is filled with people constantly trying to steal our data, personal information, and wreak havoc by hacking into our accounts, which is why we must take even the slightest precautions so we can be a little safer on the web. Night TV News, Layla AJ.
When we spend so much of our lives on our screens and devices, it becomes a habit. We go online without even thinking twice about it, but the next time you log into your email, Instagram, or computer, take a minute to ditch the default password. The Texas State Fair is back. Aiden Chavez and I spent a day at the fair to take a look, or rather a bite, into some of the new food this year.
Howdy, folks.
This year, our beloved State Fair is back, along with the Big Tex Choice Awards, the fiercest food competition in the state. This year, Aiden Chavez and I picked the winner and a finalist in each category, starting with the deep fried seafood gumbo balls, winning the Big Tex Choice Awards for both Best Savory and Most Creative. The base is a savory roux sauce and is loaded inside with shrimp, chicken, blue crab meat, and sausage, and the coating on the outside is made up of saltine crackers.
Nope. I'm not a fan of gumbo, so this is nasty to me. It's got a little bit of a kick.
It does. This is my first time ever having gumbo, and I actually really like it. So, if you're not a gumbo fan, stay away from the $25 price tag.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And trying to get this was actually pretty elusive. We got in the line, and we waited for about 10 minutes, and then they sent us away and told us to come back in 30 minutes. So we actually went out and looked for the armadillo, which also sent us away. But when we came back, we were welcomed with a 30-minute line and, of course, a $25 price tag. So if you're not a fan of gumbo, stay away. But if you are, definitely go for it. It tastes great.
Taking a change of pace to what I think is the best tasting thing in the fair and has the coolest process of being made, the armadillo is a cookie butter semi-Fredo cookie, which means that the cookie is half frozen. The armadillo exterior is made with an actual branding iron.
Okay. This is by far the best thing that we've had today. So it's basically it's an ice cream sandwich, but instead of having that kind of like that cookie part, yeah, it's more like an ice cream cone kind of material because it's deep fried like an ice cream cone. And then as you can see on the back, they kind of got the syrup, which is really good. The line was also, just like the deep fried gumbo balls, we waited about 20 minutes in that line too.
They bring them all out at once, so they'll bring like 5 and then bring them out all together, and you pay once you get yours.
But I mean, it was worth it. It tastes amazing. The only gripe that I have is if you're eating it with more than one person, it's incredibly hard to eat.
Yeah,
as you can see, we had to break it into pieces, and it makes a mess. So, other than that, it was great.
Next up, we have probably our most unique item, the deep fried I-35, which is kolache dough served volcano style with brisket in the center of it. However, where it gets interesting is the sauce. This is not your ordinary barbecue sauce, as it's made with peach juice and Dr. Pepper.
That's pretty good.
That's amazing. Because I already really like brisket, but what they did here was they also put this like sauce that's it's got peaches and Dr. Pepper in it, so it makes it a bit sweeter than like brisket normally would be with like your normal barbecue sauce. And then there's also like that kind of like kolache element and powdered sugar, so it's
got a good crunch.
It does, and it's both like sweet and savory, but
yeah, not too much.
Not too much of each. So really, really, really great. I'm actually gonna finish this.
Lastly, we're ending off with a bang, or some could say a boo, with the deep fried Halloween. This is a big pretzel, deep fried and covered in candy corn syrup with sprinkles, powdered sugar, and buttercream icing, topped with ice cream and lots of candy.
As you can see, it's deep fried and it's Halloween. And it's a lot. This was $15, which is actually pretty similar to a lot of the other finalists. But this is probably the only one that I would actually put at $15 just because of how massive it is. Like, between the two of us, we're not going to be able to finish this.
It's so much chocolate that it's already dripping off.
But as of the food itself, it tastes amazing. They put some kind of syrup over a soft pretzel and then coated it with all sorts of like Halloween candy and frosting and sprinkles. It just tastes amazing.
Is that a Kit Kat?
If you have a sweet tooth at all, you're going to be in heaven.
Yeah, this is pretty good if you like sweets.
These unique food items are something many Texans missed in the past year. If Aiden and I were to recommend anything, it would totally be the armadillo. For Night TV News, this is Sam Rainey
and Aiden Chavez.
If you're interested in any of these fair treats, time is running out. The state fair ends this Sunday.
On Tuesday, the Knight tennis team faced McKinney North in their first playoff match. The score, 10-0. Today, they compete in the area round. Best of luck to the team.
Tonight, varsity football faces Centennial in an away game at the Ford Center, starting at 7:30. Students, light up the night in your brightest clothes.
Ladies, want to feel like part of a team in one of the oldest individual sports in history? Then join girls wrestling. The season starts soon, and they're looking for women like you to lead the way in both inspiring and empowering others. No experience is necessary. Find Coach Lashot during advisory in C200 or by the gym in the mornings for more information.
As the class of 2022 gets ready for their future academic journey, student athletes prepare for the next stage of their athletic career.
Abby Waters, a senior here at IHS and a member of the Knights varsity volleyball team, is headed to the University of San Francisco. She's now a D1 commit to the school for volleyball. Waters explains how volleyball has impacted her life.
I've been playing competitively for like 7 or 8 years, and there's obviously been a lot of hardships, injuries, coaches, things like that. But what's most important is that you just focus on yourself and your game, and literally it will all the hardships just make you so much stronger, make you such a better athlete in the end.
Waters is also ready to transition from the southern life here in Texas to the sunny, cool breezes in San Francisco.
Honestly, I'm a little nervous to be moving, across the country, but I'm super excited. San Francisco is like the coolest city ever, and I really love the coaches. I got to meet them in there. I just really think I'll be a great fit there and with the girls at the school, so yeah.
Great job to Abby for this amazing accomplishment, and congratulations on your commitment to USF. For Night TV News, this is Ariana Reed.
You can see Abby and the rest of the volleyball team take on the Memorial Warriors tonight at home, starting at 5:45. Homecoming is right around the corner. Make sure to get your customizable mums and garters from the Mum Shop before it's too late. You can get into the Texas tradition by purchasing your homecoming mum next week at lunch. You can also buy your mum at themumshop.com and search IHS. Remember, homecoming is November 5th.
As we get closer to Halloween, Miss Stone and the library are keeping us in the fall spirit. Stop by to create your own felt ghost, owl, or bat on the go. AP students, if you plan on taking an AP exam for one or more of your courses, the exam payment window is open until November 1st. Payment can be made through online school fees. Students not enrolled in an AP course but want to take the AP exam must contact Kim Cullen at cullenk@friscoisd.org no later than next Friday.
The IHS food drive is on. This year, we're competing with Heritage High School to see who can collect the most food donations. The losing school will face a challenge during homecoming week. You can donate canned goods and non-perishables to your advisory classrooms starting now. The winning advisory period will get hot chocolate provided by the IHS cheerleaders. Next week is Red Ribbon Week. To show that you'd say no, dress up for the themed days. On Monday, wear your favorite pajama pants. Tie-dye on Tuesday, Hawaiian wear on Wednesday, your favorite jersey on Thursday, and a whole lot of red on Friday. Knights, today marks the end of the first quarter of the school year. Once you've made sure you're all up to date on all your grades and assignments, take a moment to relax before we get ready to start the second half of this semester. For Night TV News, I'm Layla AJ.
And I'm Sam Rainey. Be sure to check us out on YouTube and nightpress.org to stay up to date on all things IHS. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.